Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please remember to take what resonates and toss out the rest. Let's see what's going on for my Pisces. Got some real weird stuff coming out in these readings today, so prepare yourself for weirdness. Alright, so Ten of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Somebody's mama, boss, earth sign possibly. Could be somebody in your family or somebody in a family. Ten of Cups does represent family, but it does present a wish fulfillment. And somebody threw you off the bridge, or said some really cross words about you to try to keep you from this. Or it could just be a fight in the family. We have a King of Wands. This is the challenge here. Aries energy. And this could be a family fight, family squabble. But that chapter is coming to a close. There is a brand new beginning coming from it. Even though maybe there was some cross words said here. The challenge is, I guess, to be a little more compassionate and not to be foolish. Because perhaps this person is not all there, if you know what I mean. Aries energy. Most recent past. Somebody didn't see your worth here. We have the Three of Pentacles, a collaboration, working things out. But somebody wasn't paying attention to that. They weren't paying attention to your Queen of Cups energy, your unconditional love, your giving nature. I feel like they took it for granted. They didn't see you for the treasure that you are. I think they see it now. Immediate future. Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the wow. So something beautiful is going to come out of this. Maybe it's some things that needed to be said. Maybe they were harsh, and maybe you won the fight. But it succeeded at what point you were trying to prove, because your Wheel of Fortune is here, and so is the Ten of Pentacles. Immediate future. Factors affecting the situation. Strength. Your strength. Taming the lion in the Two of Cups energy. Wow. Being able to bring balance and harmony to a situation, because you are the Empress. You are the nurturer, the loving caregiver, the person who brings harmony to relationships and to partnerships, period. Collaborations. Libra energy. Your strength as an Empress here is what's going to bring in that Ten of Cups in the immediate future, because this is the factor affecting the situation. It will work itself out. But like I said, that Five of Swords tells me something needed to be said. The outside influence. somebody in your family or somebody in their family or whoever the situation is feels left out in the cold. And they are obsessed with feeling left out in the cold. This could be somebody that is interested in you, that you may have had interest in at one time, but you don't anymore because you know the games that people play and you're over it. This person, the reason why this was done and caused this ruckus was because somebody was so obsessed with your energy. Think you had a choice here, and you chose to leave them out in the cold. Could be a Capricorn, could be a Virgo. So they threw some shade your way. Like I said, you won. Could have cost you a friendship, could have cost you a family member. But what needed to be said, and you said what you said, and you meant every word. And whatever this person was hiding, well, that's what they chose. They chose to hide instead of coming forward and doing the right thing. They could have ghosted you. Maybe they owed you money. They decided, well, fuck them. I ain't gonna do nothing. Well, fine. That energy's coming. Prepare for the karma. Like I said, what needed to be said had to be said. And you meant what you said, and you said what you meant. That's Queen of Swords energy. Yep. Hope or the fear here was that they were going to make you careless and reckless with your home, with your stability, with your relationships. But you're the star. And after the tower comes the star. So you get a brand new beginning. And whatever this is that was stressful, very, very stressful, is healing itself into a brand new beginning. Aries and Aquarius energy. Like I said, you said what you said. It needed to be said for things to work out the way that they were working out. And in the immediate future, you took a loss here, but you gained everything by taking that loss, because what needed to be said and what needed to be cut off, it had to be done. It was draining you. And who was it? Some witchy Queen of Wands in reverse, trying to manipulate a situation that wanted you to be sad and lonely and out in the cold because of their jealousy and their deceit. But I think they're the ones that ended up that way, because the energy had no choice but to return to where it came from. Like I said, it could be a mother, it could be a sister, it could be a boss, it could be just somebody who thought they was better than you. They're finding out the hard way. I do feel like this person is in utter just turmoil, emotional turmoil. They shouldn't have tried you like this. They'll never learn. Nine of Pentacles on the bottom. You will stand alone before you will stand for bullshit. What is this Ten of Cups about, Spirit? What is this Ten of Cups about? Because you got 10, 10 on the board right here. And a couple of 5s. 6 of Pentacles. Empress and the 5 of Swords. I told you. This Empress stuck up for herself. She said what she said. She meant what she said. And although it was harsh, possibly quite destructive, it was probably the truth. And somebody couldn't take it. But it was fair. 6 of Pentacles. It was fair. It was harsh. But it was fair. You reap what you sow. I don't think they expected this from you, Pisces. I think they expected you to be kind, loving, and understanding at your own peril once again. And then you drew the line in the sand and said, enough's enough. I ain't taking your shit no more. You are excommunicated. 3 of Pentacles. Yep. 4 of Wands and the Hermit. So they were working and getting paid by somebody to try to throw you under the bus and get you to mismanifest here. Whoever this person was, like I said, I feel like it's a family member. They were working with a couple other people to get you to not be able to manifest this, or get your home investigated in some way, shape, or form to try to harm you. You said what you said, and you meant what you said. Get out of my house. I'm hearing. And that means out of my head, out of my heart, out of my house. And I don't think you're going to look back to that. What is this King of Wands about? Yeah. Somebody's paying an awful lot of attention to you there, Pisces. 4 Cups in reverse. Yeah, this could be somebody in your own home who didn't see the gift you were. Well, they're seeing it now. I think this person has fallen ill. They're in denial of their own illness. But I feel like it's an outside attack by this Queen of Wands in reverse. Whoever this bitch is tried to sabotage your home life. And I do mean bitch. Like I said, what needed to be said got said, whether anybody liked it or not. And you won. Yeah, you blocked some sort of confusion here. Two of Swords in your home. You blocked it. 7 of Wands. You are protected. Your home is protected. Your life is protected. This is what they failed to see. Whoever this confused person is that thought that they could just meddle in your business. Send it back. With love, Empress. Immediate future is judgment on this Ten of Pentacles. Whatever this person was trying to hide from you, it had something to do with an inheritance, with money, with some sort of financial gain in your life. I knew it. I mean, I've dealt with my own stuff, guys. I knew who was behind this. And it's all over, money and love and relationships and a home. And it's this witchy bitch who wants to steal it all without earning it. Queen of Wands is never going to defeat an Empress. The Queen of Wands in reverse, especially. Whoever you are out there, you're never going to defeat an Empress. She will always come back to center. And she will always take you down. Period. Leo, Cancer energy. The judgment's going to be in your favor, Pisces. And you're going to get new house, new car, new everything. All you got to do is hang in there. And say what you mean and mean what you say. Don't back down. Don't allow these people to walk all over you anymore. Enough's enough. Yeah, they wanted to leave you out of it. They didn't want you to get anything. In fact, the jealousy runs so deep here that they were going out of their way to make sure you didn't have enough strength to keep going. They were trying to get you to give up, to like be so frazzled that you weren't going to be able to get this judgment in the immediate future, to make you look like you was cray-cray, make you look like you couldn't handle it. You handled it just fine. Queen of Cups. And somebody was paying close attention as you did. Virgo energy. Like I said, whoever this Virgo is, they feel left out. They feel left out there, and they are extremely obsessed with your energy. Then they're feeling left out because you're too strong for them. You're too strong for them. Like I said, there's an offer coming in, but it's because they're sick. It's a solid offer. But they got something, they hiding something. And I do feel like it's an illness or something of that nature, because the energy had nowhere to go but back to them. The obsession, the devil energy, the chains that they tried to bind you with, they are bound to now. Could be this Queen of Wands in reverse. They're bound to that chain. And now they see the truth. It's a shame. I don't think you trust their offer. I think you look at them like, yeah, that's going to be a hard pass. Four of Wands. They want to offer you a relationship, but they don't have no money left. They got to get... So what's happening? What had happened here is through their obsession and through their association with this Queen of Wands reverse, they lost it all. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. They still got the house, but they lost all their money. I think they got robbed. They ain't got a whole lot to offer. That's because they made you wait. Instead of seeing the gift that you was here. That you were that person that they were supposed to engage with. You were that person that they were supposed to have that 10 of Cups with. But instead, they got involved with this Queen of Wands. They reversed it, took everything they had, robbed them. Destroyed their life. Look at what I just saw. If they're not careful, they might even try to do something to their home. 9 of Wands. Yeah, they're hurt. They're hurting bad. Like I said, 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is a transfer of wealth, so it goes from them to you because you were standing in your integrity. They were feeding a Queen of Wands in reverse. Male or female? Gold digging witchy bitch. They took them for everything they had, robbed them. Probably trusted them with their entire life, and they robbed them blind. This probably could have been somebody who was wealthy too. Yeah. So they find you attractive, do they? Past is over. Past is done. Time for a rebirth. Because you done moved on. They're hoping that they can rush in with the little bit that they have left and get you to pay some attention to them. Could be a Scorpio from the past. But you done moved on. You done went another whole direction. While they were getting robbed and endings were happening, you done took that 6 of Swords and went on. Went on with your bad self. Said, you know, no, I'm going to stand in my integrity. I'm going to pay attention to what's going on here. And I'm not left out in the cold hell. Pisces likes to be alone. So don't think you're doing us a, do us a favor. Leave us alone. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Leave us the hell alone. Let me be free and happy. Like I said, a Queen of Wands in reverse ain't never going to beat an Empress. Ain't never, ever gonna beat an Empress. No matter what kind of game they're playing. Whoever this Hermit is, they feel like they got no choice. This could be their mama. I don't know. Yeah. No choice but to lie about the devil. Really? They signed some kind of contract here that made them lose it all. Damn. Because of what they believed. So they're coming in hot. Pisces, prepare yourself for this because I do feel like they're going to tell you whatever you want to hear. Queen of Cups. They're so obsessed with your energy. They're going to tell you whatever you want to hear. Except for the fact that they ain't got no money because they reaped what they sowed. They lost it all. They lost it all betting on a Queen of Wands in reverse. Instead of seeing the Empress and betting on the right one. Except for seeing the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, Empress. They go together because they're nurturing, kind, loving, caring beings. They take care of everything. They take care of the house. They take care of the bills. They take care of everything. To where a Queen of Wands is just some gold digging witchy bitch who don't want to work for nothing. Lazy. Don't want to have to put work in for nothing. And they think they're going to beat an empress. Good luck with that, Skippy. You just caused a masculine who's now in love, who had a title at one time, to lose it all. And this person's hoping that you'll still accept them. That's up to each and every one of you. I mean, if money don't matter to you, then that's up to you. But there's no money to be had with whoever this person is, because you are that. The judgment's going in your favor. The divine has spoken. The divine has judged. And everyone is reaping what they've sown, including the devil. And it's death to the good time, not a long time. There's going to be no more of that nonsense. That's why the Queen of Wands in reverse has lost. Bitch. Get out of my energy. Send all your negativity back to you with nothing but love. Bye now. Bye now. Oh, look at this. We've got a gateway to success. Oh my God. Yeah. That's how this is going to go. Pisces, your gateway to success through the community is right there in front of you because they trust you. So you're just going to chill on your hammock and take a nap, because opportunities for freedom and enlightenment came from solitude, and blessings abound as you turn into the thriving, patient, abundant, new beginning for taking a risk on simplicity. Wow. For simply being yourself. Which was always meant. You have protected the illumination that needed to be seen. That's what the Empress does. She protects, as well as handles the whole deal. Handles the house, handles the family, handles everything. That's why she's the Empress. So you've protected the simplicity of this illumination of who you are and what you're here to do. And the gateway to success is right in front of you. And can't no Queen of Wands in reverse even think about it. They can lie all they want. It ain't gonna change anything. Especially the truth. And they don't want to hear it. Of course they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear about you having any kind of gateway to success. In fact, they're burning evidence because they're about to get caught. Get caught checking themselves. Some kind of tantric schmexual weirdo shit. caught for their insecurity by the popo over a love story. And now somebody's all depressed because basically whoever they were in love with can't stand them anymore. Like I said, they could put some love spell on this masculine or whatever, and now that lie and that spell or whatever it is, it's been broken, and they can't stand this woman anymore, this man. That's what happens. That's what people talk about love spells all the time, about how people they always backfire. If they don't end up unaliving you because they're so obsessed with you, then, because this is how it backfires, and I've heard it in many different traditions. When it backfires hard. And sometimes they unalive their obsessor, the one that they get obsessed with because of the spell. Or they end up hating their guts to the point where they can't stand the sight of them. Expect an unexpected blessing here, Pisces. A very intimate one. Because of your balance. And not being heartbroken over a hater. Somebody doesn't want to move on, but that's tough shit. You're going to have to move on, honey. Get out the way. The Empress is home. Mama's home. Mama's home. Mama's getting her money. Mama's getting her bag. And this Queen of Wands best get out of the way before she utterly destroys herself completely. Like I said, now she could have gotten the money, or neither one of them got the money. Maybe that money's been taken from them because it's dirty money. Who knows? Who cares? You're getting your bag, Pisces. That's all that matters. I mean, at this point, enough's enough. You said what you said. You meant what you said. Okay, so we got curiosity, imagination, try, and desire. Like I said, somebody's coming in because of some kind of synchronization that they're dealing with right now. A resonance. Some kind of emotion, music. It has something to do with music. Maybe you're dealing with musicians. I don't know. Cool down, calm, pause, solidification. Somebody's definitely dealing with some stuff here. While you level up and adjust and accommodate. Someone's looking at your photos. Souvenir card. I wonder what kind of photos those are. And an uninvited guest that may show up at your door that you may have to adjust and accommodate to. So whoever, this is a big change and a moment of decision that you're going to have to make. It's going to happen at sunset. On what day, I don't know. But we are about to go through a time change. So, daylight savings time or whatever that is. To me, time don't mean shit. Time don't mean nothing here. That's why it's the law of time. There is no such thing as time. It's a made-up concept. You've gotten this card before. And I feel like this is this Queen of Wands in reverse energy. The faceless ghosts and the Fairy of the Highlands. So, because this has been, I know this is a long reading, because of I think they're both relevant. I'm going to read you both of them. You don't have to listen. If you don't want to, you can click off. But I do feel like both of these are relevant to this reading. Let's do Fairy of the Highlands first. Because I read you that one, I think, not last reading, but maybe the reading before. Fairy of the Highlands. Where you at? There it is. Got my handy dandy flashlight so I can see. Conversations kill. What is that song? I don't know what the time to wait too long. I don't know that song. I don't even know who it's by. Oh well. Something about conversation kills or something like that. Okay, so Fairy of the Highlands. Oh, this must be for the unexpected guest. Alright, so it's time to be brave. Fairy of the Highland does not want to fight. She feels it is not in her nature. It's Queen of Cups. She wants to resolve disputes peacefully, but she will fight if it must come to that. And she is showing you now that you have the means to stand up for yourself. Even though you have almost chronically avoided conflict and allow others to take advantage, it is time to take up the sword. Step into that part of yourself that knows how to take that stand, speak the truth, and not back down. Like I said, you said what you said, you meant what you said. When the threat of conflict looms, it may seem unnatural and wrong and frightening, and this little fairy knows it. But it is time, and this giving up of what you have worked so hard for in order to avoid conflict or confrontation is no longer right. Take the stand and hold up the sword. The Fairy of the Highlands will be there with you, and when the threat is over, she will help you celebrate your victory. Wow. What a synchronization in this reading. She speaks. It says, "See this, my sword of power? I have long feared to use it, but now I must grow strong and take it up as you must too. The thought of wielding it, of hurting anything or anyone, makes me sad. But I know that what must be done, and I must learn to fight the good fight and stand up for what I believe in. Although I have been told I must not be aggressive. In fact, I must now take up my arms against this trouble and finish it for good. I am going into battle, and for that I feel sorrow. But I will be fearless and strong and do what needs to be done. I may bathe my sword in tears, but I will no longer hold it back when the threat that approaches relies on my fear for its victory. I will no longer give my power so easily. This time, I will take back what's mine." The divination message here is, the time of truce is over. It is time to speak your truth and be strong. People have been taking over your ground, wanting what you have worked hard for, without doing the work for themselves. They have done so by taking advantage of your peaceful nature. But enough is enough. Sad as it is time to change this, to cut away the cords between you and those who have taken so much. And now you will go into battle. Yes, it's sad. Yes, the Highland Fairy is sad for you. But do not allow sorrow and guilt to neglect self-protection. Honor yourself, raise your sword, and do not back down. Wow. Like I said, it needed to be said. These people are faceless, and they're ghosts, and they think that they can run the world from behind the scenes, and you need to stick up for yourself. I know I had to, and I know I'm still doing it. I ain't backing down from these bitches no more. No way. I'm done. I'm done being people's doormat. I love people, and it's sad that I have to feel that way, but I'm done being people's doormat. And Pisces, you need to be done with it too. Especially for people who try to bait you into it. You know, give them what they want. These are ghost people. This card says about the faceless ghost and haunted girl. In this beautiful card, a lovely girl in the bare woods is being moved in on by two masked ghosts. They do not reveal their identity, but she can feel their presence strongly. She remains calm as she knows who they are. They are the Nuparabo, the faceless ones, who have no features and who take on the form of others around them. They wear the variety of masks, and they regularly take up a new cause or identity without being aware of their own need to grow and learn themselves. Because of this, they seek out energy from others who are bright, strong, and real. Now they are seeking hers, and it is likely they are seeking yours. Stand up for yourself, Pisces. Stand up for yourself. Do not let them do this anymore. Do not give in to fear. They are sending her messages, but she knows that they are not what they seem, and that there are many like them in this world. She speaks. The faceless ones are coming to me, trying to take advantage of what they see as my moment of weakness. But I do not fear them. And as I know they are blank, formless, and simply taking on any energy they can find. I know who I am, and I can clearly see that they do not. They are simply spirits who have lost their way. And so they feed off of others. I may not be at my strongest at this time, but I am stronger than they will ever be. They will not feed off me, for I know who they are and what it is they seek. I do not wish them harm, but neither will I give my energy away to them. I will also warn you to do the same. The divination messages you may seem in need of help to people who actually have an agenda at the moment. People around you who are acting like experts and supporting each other in a group mindset and wanting you to join them for your own good. Despite your misgivings, they either do not have fully formed identities, or they are too easily taking on beliefs and ideas of a powerful other. You may be asked to join with others in their beliefs and be alarmed in the mindset of the belief system that seems very blank and faceless, devoid of human joy and warmth. Sounds like a Jim Jones situation. It is wise for you to keep your own counsel, remain detached, and wait for the faceless ones to reveal themselves. They will change when an even more powerful person for them to attach to comes along. Know that until they find their own selves and commit to the following that path, they will be as blank pages written upon by whatever hand comes near them. Do not be like this. Make your own mark in this world. There can be an imitation taking place where you work and ideas and even your personality are being copied too closely. Wow. Like I said, Queen of Wands in reverse, whoever you are, you faceless thing, don't ever try to take on an Empress. You will always lose. Alright? Those are your messages, my baby Pisces. My baby Sharks. Strength, courage, freedom. We're almost there. Love you guys. Bye for now.